Hello and welcome to Pandora FMS. In today's video, we will learn how to configure the monitoring of our devices with policy monitoring. This functionality is only available on Pandora FMS Enterprise. The policy system is designed to facilitate the environment. With policies, we can propagate modules, alerts, plugins, remote inventories, and collections to agents in a centralized and homogeneous way. This tool is very useful in large environments because it allows us to configure as many agents as we want from a single centralized screen. Policy management is performed in the section Configuration, Manage Policies, located in the left menu of the Pandora FMS web console. Here we'll be able to see the policies that we have available to use and that are already configured as standard with the installation. Some are especially remarkable, such as basic monitoring of Windows, CentOS, Red Hat, or Debian or Ubuntu computers, as well as basic remote checks. If you look at the buttons on the right of each policy, you can duplicate and or delete them. But first, let's see how these policies are created. To do this, press the Create button. We assign a name and a group in which we want to organize it. The selection of the group is especially important for the administration. Remember that permissions in Pandora FMS are assigned to these groups and only users with policy editing permissions in the selected group will be able to modify and apply this policy in the future. We select the group. We add a description if we want to. We enter the policy we just created and go to the Modules section. There we select the type of module we want to create and press the Create button. As you can see, it is the same procedure as creating a module in an agent. For more information on module creation and individual agent management, see our software and remote agent videos. In this case, we will configure a module type Data Server. Let's remember that these modules are added to the software agents, so that to work with these modules it is necessary that agents have an enabled remote configuration. Although it is possible to force the creation of such models if we have enabled the Force Apply token when creating the policy. After configuring all the fields, we can add some advanced configuration as well if we think it's necessary for a module. We press the Add button and perform this process with as many models as we want to apply to our agent. In the Inventory Modules section, we can create remote modules that execute a command against the remote agent that we add to the policy. These modules work similarly to a plugin. We configure them by choosing one from the list of those available in the system, an interval, and credentials. To create and or modify a module of this list, go to Configuration, Inventory Modules. We will make a video delving into inventory module management. In the Agent Plugins tab, you can add the path to a plugin that will be launched by the agent to which the policy is applied. Remember that the plugin must exist on the established path. In the Collections section, we are able to select an available collection in our Pandora FMS system to deploy it in the agents that we add to the policy. A collection is the method to deploy files from the Pandora FMS server to the software agents. Keep in mind that the execution of these plugins can also be defined in the Plugins section that we have seen before. In the Alert section, we choose the alert template that we want to apply to the modules created in this policy. Select the module or modules to which you want to apply it and press the Add button. We can see how the configured alerts appear at the top. With the buttons on the right of each configured alert, we're able to perform different actions such as disabling them, putting them in standby, add some action to perform when skipping the alert, or delete the alert. If you have any questions, you can consult the Pandora FMS Alerts video. External alerts, unlike the previous ones, allow us to link alerts on modules that are not created in the policy. After you assign the policy to the agents, the modules that have those agents created will be listed so that you can apply the alert to them. Finally, we go to the Agents section and select the agents to which we want to apply these configurations that we have made. We can select a single agent to apply the changes to using the search filters. We can also add several agents by selecting them from the list or even apply the policy to an entire group of agents. Once the agents are added to the policy, we must apply it. For this, we can do it from this view at the bottom by clicking on the apply icon. But to apply the changes to all our agents and thus have a homogeneous configuration, we must go to the Queue section and press the Apply to All button. Please note that no changes we make to our policies will apply until we implement the changes. Here, we will see a progress bar that will tell us when the policy applies to all our selected agents. If we go to one of the agents to which we have applied the policy, we will see the configured modules. How do we identify which ones are policy and which are not? Through the icon on the left. It is a book with bookmarks. If we keep the cursor over it, we will see what policy it belongs to. If we click on the icon, we enter the policy. This is relevant as Pandora FMS allows you to apply more than one policy per agent. So being able to identify at a glance the policy to which each module belongs makes the management of them more agile. We can see this policy icon in several different states that we will see below. The first one is normal, as we just saw. Detached. Modules that belong to a policy but are not sensitive to changes to it. They allow you to set individual exceptions within the policies. We can detach and link it from the module configuration by clicking the policy linking icon at the bottom. Changes will only be applied to these modules when they are linked. Linked adopted models are models that were created in the policy with the same name as an existing model in the agent. This module will use the existing data in the agent instead of creating a new one. If we link it, it will become a linked adopted module and we will manage it through the policy. To relink modules directly from the policy menu, we must go to the policy and in the linking section, we select the modules of the agents that we want to link and apply changes to the policy. And so far, our video today. If you have any questions or suggestions, you can access the Pandora FMS forum. Remember that if you are interested in trying Pandora FMS Enterprise, you can contact us to get a free 30-day trial. Thank you very much for your time, and we look forward to seeing you in future videos.